Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This is for you, those of you that think you're in a twin flame path, or you've got looking for a twin flame relationship, a very high level spiritual connection with somebody. And then this one's for you. I'm going to go into Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine and see what's going on for you both at the moment. Now, I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into this reading or this video, it's good to go. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more, that extended reading. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video, and then leaving a comment. That'll get you an entry. You can do that as many times as you like on all the videos that I publish, including the shorts as well, that I publish throughout the month, and that'll get you entries into that. The other way, the other draw is for those of you purchasing the deeper dives. If you purchase deeper dives, doesn't matter when the pick a card read comes out because they are timeless readings. The ones that you purchase within the month will be put into that drawer too. So the more you get, the more likely you're going to win that private reading with me. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal and this selenite chunk here is out with the new moon in Leo shine card? Shiny, happy people. Or would you like the flower? The flower that's got gecko poo on it, which is out with the last quarter moon in Aquarius, which says reflect on your priorities. Or would you like the shell? And this shell is out with the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. So take your pick now, and don't forget to click like on this video. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw. I do a today's tarot every single day of the year here on my YouTube channel. I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give not three question readings. I go live 3 times a week for 1 question readings. You can book in for one of those 1 question reads on my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. You don't need to be able to come live if you can't make it. Don't worry about it. You can still book in for one of those, because I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay so you can watch it. And alternatively, you can come along live. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. Come along live and you can get your reading then. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and up there too. I get all those readings out within 48 hours of you ordering them. And I make 3 of these pick a card reads. Let me know what you want them to be about. The next ones are always about love, these pick a card reads. But let me know in the comments below what you want them to be about. So take your pick now, crystal, flower or shell, and I'll see you in your reading. If you chose the crystal, then this one's for you, crystals. Let's find out what's going on for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to tune into the Divine Masculine first of all. So Divine Masculine, we've got Brenda Cat in with us today as well. Divine Masculine. What's going on with Divine Masculine at the moment? Starting out with the 8 of Swords, Divine Masculine feels trapped or is getting themselves out of procrastination perhaps, or some kind of a self-imposed trap, or they're believing that they're trapped and they can't move forward. Stuck. Yeah, some kind of a stuck energy. That's where the Divine Masculine's at right now. Let's find out more. Divine Masculine, please. We've got the 5 of Wands, reaching higher, wanting more for themselves, wanting better for themselves. Could be in competition with someone else. It's feeling like competition with someone else as well. Tell us more. Divine Masculine, 8 of Swords. It's rainy season here. My cards are sticking together because of all the humidity in the air. So the cards will be a bit messier, but I know when it's right, and that's right. What happened before wasn't right. 8 of Swords. It's the Two of Materials. They're trying to find a balance in themselves. Perhaps got a lot on at the moment with this Two of Materials as well, you know, juggling a lot right now. But they're feeling trapped, like they can't move forward on something, like they're just unable to do something right now. So we feel like that this often, all of us in our lives, where we're trying to figure something out, especially if we're like really busy all the time and we don't seem to, you know, have time to get some kind of a higher level thinking going on. Can feel, it feels like overwhelmed to me. They're in overwhelm at the moment, too much on the plate. What's behind that is omens. They could be hitting a wall, could have had signs that they're hitting wall, that they're doing too much, that they're expecting too much of themselves. Feels like someone who's very focused on something at the moment, the Divine Masculine, perhaps not with a lot of time for relationships. But Five of Wands, they're wanting to reach higher, like expecting more for themselves and perhaps more of themselves as well. What's that about? The Four of Voices, they need a rest. They need some time off. They've been working too hard. That's what it feels like to me. They need off that treadmill, you know, so that they can have some time to themselves in order to perhaps focus on relationships, or perhaps just look at the bigger picture of their life. You know, it's hard to do when we've got so much on our plate. New day. Yeah. You know, this feels like the energy of someone that's headed toward getting sick so that they can have that time off, and that will give them the rest that they need and the space in their mind, you know, to think what needs to change. Because whenever our plate is full like that, something needs to change, right? But when we're in the middle of it and we're just keep on spinning those plates, we feel like we can't let them drop. And then when the plates drop anyway, because we get sick and we give ourselves that time, then we can see the bigger picture and see what we need to change, right? So tell us more. Where's the Divine Masculine at the moment? Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So they don't have time at the moment. They're trying too hard. They've got too much on their plate. What else? Divine Masculine. Shine. They're wanting to do really well. So they could be focused on their business at the moment, or their career in some kind of a way. That could be what's going on. Five of Wands, they're wanting to do better. But what they're doing, they want to do better in their career, or they want to be more successful. They want to shine. They want to be seen and noticed and perhaps get more money and recognition. But they're trying too hard, right? They're trying too hard. So they've not tuned into like the easy way of manifesting something, or, you know, working smarter rather than harder. Altogether is energy of someone not focused on relationships at the moment because they don't have time to. They don't have the energy to. Just don't have that bandwidth, you know. They're full. Their life's full at the moment. Now, if full moon is coming up, this is a timeless reading, so, but if a full moon is coming up, that could be kind of when the shit hits the fan for them and they're really forced to look at something. Anyway, strings are tapped. It's complicated, and patience. They think that it's going to change if they just hang on in there. Something about family as well. So their relationship allotment of their energy could be going toward family at the moment. They might not have a lot of time for Divine Feminine at the moment, pursuing a romantic relationship or anything else, because their downtime, any relationship time is taken up by family. Well, this is an overwhelmed Divine Masculine that I'm reading here, for sure. Way too much on the plate. Prioritizing work and doing something better for themselves. Definitely feeling trapped. The Eight of Swords and a trap here. Feeling trapped, like they can't do anything. There's a naivety. Good timing though. Naivety and good timing. I think naivety perhaps is with the trap card. So it's not really true. They're just not seeing that bigger picture. It's not really true that they're trapped. And that's what the Eight of Swords is always about. It's not really true that they're trapped. You can see here in this card, she's down here. She hasn't got any binds on her at all. She's just believing it in that mirror that she's stuck and she can't move. Anyway, good timing. I think something is about to change here. Now, for some of you, for Divine Feminine, this could be a message for Divine Feminine that now is a good time to kind of intervene and perhaps Tell them, you seem to be burning yourself out. You know, it could be something like that. Let's get into Divine Feminine energy. So Divine Feminines, what's going on with Divine Feminine at the moment for our crystals? Divine Feminine energy, please. We have the Magician, you're manifesting things, Divine Feminine. And the Five of Cups, feeling a bit left out, perhaps with regrets. And yeah, not the best feeling card when it comes to relationships there with the Five of Cups. So kind of feeling alone, feeling regrets, feeling left out. So tell us about what Divine Feminine is manifesting there. Queen of Emotions and the Eight of Materials. Okay. So, Divine Feminines, you've been doing some work on yourself in order to not get yourself into relationships where you're the only one giving or you're the one that's investing more than the other. Because the Eight of Materials is the card of actually receiving back from the work that you put in. When we're talking about relationships, that is having someone that is reciprocal so that you can receive. Queen of Cups. So you've been doing some work on yourself so that you can manifest a relationship where you can receive from someone. Now, this Divine Masculine at the moment that you paired with here isn't someone that can give at the moment because the bandwidth is full already. So it feels like now is not divine timing, good timing for this relationship, but a time for both of you to focus on yourselves. The self-love behind that. So you've been doing that self-love work and getting ready to receive and manifesting that too. So doing that manifestational work to draw toward you the relationship that you can receive from. And like I said, with this match at the moment, that is not conducive to getting together at the moment with them in this overwhelmed stage. And then there's a Five of Cups here. There's regrets and there's feeling left out here. The Five of Cups is often that card of like fear of lack, you know, of doubt and it's the kind of the wrong focus. Six of Inspiration is behind that. Six of Inspiration is pretty much the opposite. It's the focus on winning, on being seen to win as well. Oh, okay. It's on being seen to win, right? So whenever you think of being seen to win, you could be, this combination here, Divine Feminine, could be feeling like everyone's looking at you going, why are you single? It's that kind of, you know, I'm shining brightly in other areas of my life. Everyone must be thinking that it's just so weird that I'm still single or something like that. It's regrets. Perhaps regrets for focusing so much on career. For some of you, it could be that rather than relationship. There's a feeling of being left out here, but it's very much about, rather than what you think of yourself, it's more about what you're thinking, what Divine Feminine's thinking about, what others are thinking, you know? It's that projection kind of thing that others must think that I'm this. It's a self-judgment is what it is, really. But yeah, concerned about what other people will think of you because you've had regrets, perhaps in your focus or perhaps with not having won something or managed to manifest something. It can be kind of embarrassing sometimes when we don't manage to manifest things. It's all good though, is behind that. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You're at where you're at. And a lot of us, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines as well, we're not here to settle for anything less. We could get someone, we could get just anyone, but we don't want just anyone, right? That's why we're doing the inner work. We don't want just anyone. Tell us more about Divine Feminine, please. Tell us more about Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, please. Divine Feminine, please. Slow coming. Oh, and then that happened. Okay, Divine Feminine. There's a whole pile of them on the floor. Sacred union. So you're looking for something truly sacred, a relationship that you can truly treasure. So you're not just looking for anybody, Divine Feminine. And emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can distort your perception. So there's emotions coming up for Divine Feminine at the moment that's kind of clouding your vision. It's having you feeling like a failure, or focusing on the doubting that this is going to happen. More on lack. It's not doubting that it's going to happen. It's more lack and what do people think of me kind of an energy. Perhaps something to work on. We'll get into that in the deeper dive read, though, if this sounds like it's your story. What else for Divine Feminine? Take a reality check. So you're taking a reality check, looking like very down to earth kind of thing. This is where I'm at. And there's a little hint of embarrassment about it, of where you're at as well. But honoring your feelings too. So a lot of emotional stuff going on, are actually honoring your feelings now. The Divine Feminine is in a process at the moment. Both are in a process at the moment. And that's what we can expect, or we can expect from ourselves too. If we're trying to manifest, a sacred union like this, an ideal relationship, then we just need to take the next step of getting aligned with that, right? And so the best we can expect is this next step, this inner work to do, both on the path to each other, but both having to do what needs to be done in order to get in alignment with each other. So you're healing your heart right now, Divine Feminines, with that emotional stuff that's coming up, and confusion. Mind is confused, especially when it comes to projection, especially when it comes to what will people think of me. It's not helpful thinking like that. It's most important of what you feel, what you think of yourself and what you feel. And so try and get yourself to a place of self-acceptance and actually honoring where you're at. You've done great, and you've been working hard, and you've been doing the inner work. There's not many people that do that. So give yourself a pat on the back, instead of putting yourself down for not being where you really want to be yet. Got receiving and using. Again, with this Queen of Emotions card, you guys, you've definitely been focused on learning how to receive instead of being used. So you've had enough of that being used kind of thing, and you want to be you want to receive now when it comes to relationship, because your relationship needs are really important, right? Relationships are just not about you, and not just about you meeting someone else's relationship needs. You've worked on that, you can do that really well. What needs to happen is that you need to choose someone that can give to you, someone that will first honor your relationship needs and know and love you so much that they want to meet your needs. There's something here as well about you learning how to communicate your needs within a relationship too, so that they can, but definitely not attracting those that or you might attract them, the ones that want to use you, but certainly not entertaining them or getting into a relationship with them. Being able to recognize that. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, wanted to be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. The deeper dive, I'm going to go into what's your next steps then for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine to come into union. Let's get with the story of you guys together, what that relationship will be like and how it might all play out and all of that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into the prize draw to win a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into the second draw too. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out what's going on with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into it and get some cards out for Divine Masculine. What's going on for Divine Masculine at the moment? The matches of the flowers. Divine Masculines for flowers. What's going on? Divine Masculine for flowers, please. That one. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the card of building solid foundations for something. It's the card of marriage as well. So they might have like long-term relationship on the mind. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, of course. The ones that work on themselves, the ones that want like the very best in life for themselves, they are going to be wanting a long-term relationship. So they could have their mind on marriage right now, or just like long-term, settle down kind of relationships. Got the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, and the Star. Interesting. There's a hope here. There's a hope for an idea. This is Divine Feminine energy, the High Priestess, I'm feeling. They're hoping for an idea. I don't get it. Something to do with the Divine Feminine. So perhaps they're not in the same location as Divine Feminine, or unable to be with Divine Feminine at the moment. Or perhaps they've not even manifested her yet. Perhaps they don't know Divine Feminine yet, and so, but they're looking for an idea. This is someone that's like, they haven't met the Divine Feminine yet, and they know that high level of relationship that they want. They might be kind of hoping for an idea of where to find her, of like next step kind of thing. How do I meet? So they could be getting into teachings, or it could even be like looking at like dating websites for the right kind of a person for them. You know, it could be something like that, or an idea of like where they should go in order to meet Divine Feminine. But as I said, some of them might be at a distance, unable to be with Divine Feminine at the moment, and they might be wanting a clue of how to be able to get themselves there, to be ready, to be in the presence of the Divine Feminine. Tell us about this Four of Wands. They've got marriage on the mind. Long-term and solid foundations and all of that kind of thing. How can I do it the right way? How can I do the right thing to set this off on the right path? How can I be the man that I need to be in order to have solid foundations in a relationship? That kind of thing. It's the first card again. Page of Voices. Interesting. The Page of Voices. So this suggests like they do have their eye on Divine Feminine here. Or they're being watched in that. It could be that they're being noticed. Right, with the Four of Wands. So it could be Divine Masculine is being noticed now, to like stepping into that energy. I often see it as like father energy. You know, when a man gets to that certain maturity level of, I want to settle down now, I want to be a father now. It's that responsible and like expecting more of themselves, and realizing what firm foundation needs to be within themselves, and the intention that needs to be within themselves, and able to manifest more. Not necessarily the energy of someone that wants to be a father, it could be, but it's that kind of an energy of that I want something solid now. And they're being seen to do this as well. So people are noticing. So the family, friends could be saying, oh, what's up with you? You got like all serious and being responsible, and you're no fun anymore. That kind of thing, you know, they're being noticed about that. What's behind that? New beginnings. So they've made a fresh start. They've like changed the way that they're operating. They're actually applying it. They've had a maturing kind of a process. And so they want a clue of how to get this High Priestess. They're seeing the Divine Feminine as the High Priestess, the one that kind of has got a depth behind her and like an inner knowing. Queen of Inspiration and the Knight of Materials. The Queen of Inspiration is very attractive, and so the finding the Divine Feminine very attractive, or they haven't met the Divine Feminine yet, then they want one that's really attractive. But the Queen of Inspiration is also the one that gets stuff done as well. So it's not just like a feminine to look after kind of thing, one that is really doing things in the world, that kind of thing. And the Knight of Materials is a slow approach. Right, so you know how I said that the Ace of Swords is like getting a clue about where to meet someone like that. The Queen of Inspiration could be entrepreneur, kind of a woman, or someone successful. So they might be asking themselves, how can I date women like that to meet a divine feminine? And so perhaps looking for dating sites with a higher caliber of person than your usual Tinder kind of stuff, you know? Or networking, putting themselves amongst people like that aren't necessarily single, but there might be someone single there. So they might be really getting serious about meeting the right kind of person and putting themselves in those places. They're looking for a woman who gets stuff done, who's got a level of success, or is got a high idea about herself and is manifesting things in the world, that kind of thing. And he knows that there's going to have to be a slow approach toward this woman. So it feels like a divine masculine that is aware that he needs to invest time and efforts into this, into being in the right places, around the right people. And once he meets the right one, investing in that too, spending time around her, getting to know her, getting to know what she's doing and all of that, and really getting to know her and what makes her tick. There's unlimited possibilities behind that. Interesting. So this is someone that really wants a lot in a relationship. Perhaps has got a vision of being with the divine feminine where they work together and build something together, or perhaps he's got a very high he's got a very mature kind of outlook, so he might have a clear idea of what he's here to do in the world, and he might be getting that done, and he's over being around people that don't have that same kind of mindset, and so he's looking for this Queen of Inspiration, the High Priestess, the one that can tune in, that gets stuff done too. So that is someone that has the divine feminine, that has like a higher purpose, a higher vision, and a higher purpose. She's tuned into herself, but she also gets stuff done too. So she's not just sitting around on a cushion meditating. She's actually getting stuff done too. So he wants someone that is like on purpose, life mission, that kind of thing, so that they can have unlimited possibilities together. So that you can have unlimited possibilities together. So I really like this divine masculine energy. I hope this one's for me. Tell us more, divine masculine. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember the love is the greatest healer. So even though he's on purpose and all of that kind of thing and quite serious about it now, it's not serious, boring serious. Not boring serious. There's going to be fun together. So a lightness between you as well. He's looking for that. Someone to have fun with too. But he's not looking for fun first. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you can go on Tinder and look for fun first, but that's very unlikely to be that kind of person that he's looking for. He will be networking in the right places to find the divine feminine and then have fun with her, you know? So go wild. Got big plans, this one. And reflect on your priorities. Been reflecting on his priorities to what's really important to him and what really matters. Yeah, you see, that's why the Four of Wands came out. He's thinking about long term now as someone to truly settle, not just settle down with, but someone to build things with. I love it. I love this focus. It's great. Yeah, so looking for like a clue of where to find it. Star, what he's really wishing for in a feminine. Friendship first, yes. He's looking for friendship first to really get to know what makes someone tick, because he's going to be in that selection process when he meets feminines, women, and to see if they're really aligned with themselves or really aligned with them. There's heartbreak and freedom. They stop breaking their own heart. They set themselves free from that. They were looking in the wrong places for the love that they wanted, really. Probably on Tinder or something like that, and then constantly disappointed that they weren't great women that they were meeting and weren't right for them. Well, if you look in the wrong places, you're not going to get the right kind of person. All right? Tell us more. Divine Masculine's energy, please. The erotic. Got a spicy side to them. Infidelity, interesting. This person, they've got a spicy side to them, and that spicy side, when they've had kind of spicy matches to them, they've been unfaithful to them. So I'm not getting that the Divine Masculine has been unfaithful here, although they might have been in previous relationships. But there's some kind of a heartbreak that they've been through here where perhaps someone that is at the same level as them sexually, or, you know, the same libido level, let's put it that way, have been the kind that will also be unfaithful too. So, yeah, they're wanting someone that is loyal and faithful, but that matches them with their sexual fantasies and things like that as well. They're looking for loyalty. This is someone that wants to be loyal and wants a relationship to stick around. So that's where they're at. They're looking for a clue of how to meet that Divine Feminine that is completely like firm in their mind of what it is that they want. So they're well on the way to manifesting this for sure, because they've got that clarity about what it is that they want. I love it. Let's get into Divine Feminine now for our flowers. Divine Feminine, what's going on here? The lovers. She wants a lover. Divine Feminine wants a lover. Focused on lovers. What else? Judgment and strength. Being judged for a strength. You see, in lovers, people that Divine Feminine is meeting, they're thinking she's too strong, perhaps too successful, too this, too that, and all of that kind of thing, being judged for it. And interestingly enough, the Divine Masculine is looking for that strength. They're looking for one that strong. So both similar, kind of having been around the wrong kind of people. So the Divine Feminine has been around the kind of people that will say you're too much of this and you're too much of that. You're too successful. You don't have a relationship because you're too successful, or you're too strong, or something like that, you know. Sounds familiar, right? The lovers. Where's the lovers here? There's too many. My cards are sticking together because it's so humid, because it's rainy season, and it's really rainy season right now. It's raining right now, in fact. And every day, and most of the day, and all overnight too. The Empress. Wow, okay. So lovers and Empress. So Divine Feminine, she knows what she deserves here with the Empress card. So she's been doing that inner work on herself. But this Lovers card, it's not a real match to that. I think she's looking at two lower level people. I think that's what's been going on for Divine Masculine too. So the options, the Lovers options around her are not up to standard for this Empress. Because the Lovers, to me, it's not like a divine union. The Lovers is more a card of something very, superficial. I was going to say not superficial, but superficial kind of a love. So she's entertaining the idea of getting together with lovers, and each time it's like, no, that one's not good enough for me. So it feels to me like the Divine Feminine needs to get in the same kind of a place of like, I know exactly what kind of a man that I'm looking for. There's healing energy behind that. It's like she's figuring this out each time. Like, no, I don't want that one, that potential lover, because they're not good enough for me. Not from a judgmental place, from a discerning place. I deserve better than that. It's not a true match to me. My Divine Masculine will be more of a, well, this. This, yeah. Judgment and strength. So being judged for your strength, for how great you are, for your success, your two, whatever. What's behind this? What's all this about then? Being judged for how strong you are, how great you are. So you could be well into self-growth and all of that, then you do it and then you realize, now I'm outshining everybody. It's that kind of an energy. You're not outshining everybody. You're outshining those people that you're around. There's a difference. It just means you're in the wrong room. If you're the most intelligent in the room, if you're the shiniest in the room, you're in the wrong room. Our ego wants us to stay in those rooms, though, to be the best and to be looked up at. But that's not where you're going to find a relationship, is it? So the Knight of Emotions, Two of Voices. Like, I just don't know how to find romance. I don't know how to find the one that will come to me with that romance. Right. So there's a feeling like here of I'm being rejected each time because I'm too much for these people. And I know anyway that I'm too much for them here. So Divine Feminine is coming to this, it's come to the point of this conclusion of, I'm too good for these people that are around me. I know it. They know it. They're judging me for it. Divine Feminine just needs to get to that place of like, well, okay, so I need to go where my caliber of people are. I need to get to, and you see, you're both coming to this place at the same time. They're trying to get a clue with this Ace of Swords. They're trying to get a, like, where can I find that kind of a person? And I feel like Divine Feminine is at that point too, but she needs to retreat. Divine Feminine needs to retreat from the rest, from these potential lovers, and then instead get a clear vision of the kind of person that it is that you want, a clear vision of that, and then start asking yourself, like, retreat your energy back from where you have been looking, retreat your energy back, perhaps close down your Tinder accounts and all of those things that you've been doing, and then sit in meditation and ask the universe, okay, my true match, now I'm clear on my true match, where can I find someone like this? That's what they're doing. That's what you're doing. You're both in that same energy at the same time. Guess what? You're going to be attracted to each other like magnets. This could happen soon, this union, because of this energy. If you're both looking, like, where will I meet someone like this? If you're both of that same mindset and focus and prepared to act on the ideas that you've got and leaving behind all of the other ways that you are looking for lovers and stuff that isn't it, then you're going to attract each other. So Divine Feminine is in transformation at the moment, looking for a deeper relationship, something less superficial. You and them both. What else? What else for Divine Feminine? Relax. So, learning to relax about it and let go. Learning to relax about it and not be spending so much time and effort on it. More making those internal efforts to focus on the kind of relationship that you want. And then asking the universe, like, you don't need to kind of figure out where to find them. You just need to ask the universe, where do I find this kind of person? Then once you get an idea of doing something, going somewhere, acting on that, it will be outside your comfort zone for sure. You've got caution and differences. Divine Feminine, got to be careful of differences. So what you want is actually someone that's more like you. If you're still finding that you're attracted to opposites, people that aren't really like you, they're not the ones that are going to last. The ones that are not like you need to find someone that's just like you, because like attracts like as well as opposites attract. And like attracts like, when that happens, that is something that can stick around for the long term. So there's an element here for Divine Feminines to really own who you are and your level and all of that kind of thing, and know that you're looking for a match, someone that's just like that. More for Divine Feminine, please. Love, true love. And responsiveness, someone that will reciprocate, someone that wants to be in a relationship, someone that wants a steady relationship, long-term relationship, someone that wants is responsive, you know, someone that wants to make an effort in that, someone that wants to, what else was I going to say? I don't know, can't remember. But someone that's responsive to your love, someone that is offering that same kind of a love too, you know, reciprocal kind of an energy and responsive, so they're going to take action on it. Sounds great to me. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, wanted to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive or even more. I'm going to go into Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, more about the internal journey and all of that to each other. We'll be getting cards out on the relationship between you as well, and the elements within that relationship, how to make it work really well, and possible red flags and challenges along the way, and also how this might all play out and possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, it's got bird poo on it. That's why I'm laughing. I just noticed it's got bird or gecko poo on it. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the gecko poo flower, and on a device that you can open PDFs with. And in that PDF, once you download it, you will see, amongst other things, a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw too for a free reading with me. So good luck with winning those, and good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me. But if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out what's going on with Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine at the moment. The twin flames. Okay. So as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading to go with it. Charles, if you find that this is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'm popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and into Divine Masculine energy. Tell us about Divine Masculines, please, and what's going on with them. Justice card out first. The Justice card is the card of balance. It's the card of karma. It's the card that comes out when someone's got the energy regarding relationships, where they know what they deserve and they want their true match now. They want justice. So it could be like they haven't had that in relationships before, what is really worthy of them, and they want that. Some of them, they could be going through breakup, and there still be some contention there. Someone that really didn't deserve them, perhaps. 10 of Cups, they're looking for the happily ever after, the heart to be truly fulfilled with a relationship. Really beautiful energies, those. Someone that's looking for their true match, or just in that energy right now. Justice card, tell us why the Justice card is here. The card of karma, the card of like, I deserve better. Oh, interesting. Very spiritual aspect to this person. The High Priestess. So they're wanting the High Priestess. We could be talking about a Hierophant Divine Masculine here. Someone that is deeply into questioning the status quo, very connected with the spiritual side. It could be a Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any kind of a sign. But yeah, deeply into the spiritual side, and they want someone at that level now. I think the person here, Divine Masculine, has been in a relationship with someone that just isn't on the same level. Or perhaps they got together with somebody in a long-term relationship before they were really had that spiritual bent. And then as they've learned and grown, the person that they've grown into has grown apart from the other person. So they've been seeking that depth and asking questions and doing that personal growth. The person that they were with wasn't. So they want their High Priestess now, and grounding is behind that. So, interesting. Right. So as this Divine Masculine has been investigating the spirituality and learning and growing and all of that kind of stuff, that personal development stuff and spirituality, they've had to wait before they've met the Divine Feminine, because they needed to be more grounded in that. So when we first get on our spiritual paths, right, we first have an awakening and we can take it too far. We get too much into the spiritual and we forget about like the physical. We forget to really integrate it into our lives and actually be able to apply it within our lives. And we just like, I just want to like sit in meditation all the time and just be, and I don't want to do anything anymore. That kind of an energy, they were in that kind of an energy. It was ungrounded for a while, their spirituality. And so while they were ungrounded, they were probably in their old relationship, still sitting that out, or by themselves from that. you know, having ended that relationship. So there was some time, and perhaps they're still in that now, where they need to really ground that, integrate that energy so that they can apply it in their lives. You know, it's like knowing the theory and being spiritual and all of that, but then being able to actually use that to create the life of your dreams. That's another thing, right? To actually apply it. So that we are, you know, so that we can actually be the creative spirit in our lives and make stuff happen in our lives. So the Ten of Cups, happily ever after. This is someone that wants ultimate fulfillment in a relationship. But it's not someone that's looking for it solely in relationship. It's someone that's seeking that within as well. They've got that spiritual side to them. Tell us why the Ten of Cups is here. Queen of Voices. They're looking for someone that's got clarity. The Queen of Voices is quite cut and dry kind of person as well. Someone that knows themselves, someone that's like clear about themselves, someone that's got boundaries, someone that's empowered. No BS kind of thing. Interesting, because they've got that grounded spirituality about them. So yeah, they're looking for the High Priestess, but the Queen of Voices. The High Priestess, Queen of Voices combination is a nice balance, you know? It's a nice balanced energy. So the spiritual partner, but who is grounded with it too, and very clear and has boundaries and is empowered. What's behind that is abundance and claiming abundance too. This is for sure somebody who is in the process of or has been not just learning the spirituality, but actually being able to manifest with that, being able to apply it, create things within their life and all of that kind of stuff. So tell us more about the Divine Masculine, please. Tell us more about this Divine Masculine that is Shell's Divine Masculine. What else have they got going on? So they know that their Divine Feminine is going to be a High Priestess who's very grounded too and very clear and has got boundaries and all of that, and who is applying it too, who is abundant as well, who is in that energy. So we could be talking about a very abundant person here because they're applying their spirituality so they actually manifest things. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Nice. So they're looking for someone to have fun with, to laugh with, that light place, and healing relationship too. Although, you know, the healing is done beforehand, not in relationships really. What else? Step into your power. Yeah, it's powerful. They're looking for someone powerful. They've stepped into their power. They've actually applied their lessons and all of that, the spirituality, and stepping into their power, and that's who they want to, a powerful High Priestess. Very nice. Tell us more, Divine Masculine, please. Someone that they can trust. Interesting. That message has come out in readings lately of like, who do we inherently trust? When you've been working on yourself and you realize there's certain characteristics that you've really, after that self-work that you've been doing, that you really like is solid within you, and that it's like, I will just like trust anyone that's got this energy in them because they'll have done the work, because I know how much it takes to get this energy within. It's like having like true confidence in yourself. That takes a lot of work to get there, and you can inherently trust someone that is showing that true confidence, right? But there's a fear. Okay, so there's a fear in them around that, who to trust and who not to trust. Perhaps they haven't learned that yet, then, that they're really looking for someone that's just like them, that they can, perhaps they're not a very good judge of character, this person, and that's what they're working on at the moment. You know, how to spot someone that's just like them. Because of heartbreak. That's why the fears come up, right? Because of heartbreak. They think they've found the perfect person who's just like them, because they can talk about spiritual things and deep things, and then they're like, oh, no, it's not the Queen of Voices. It's not someone that's actually applying it. It's something like that. Heartbreak and beauty. Okay, so there's a part of them that's gone for just the kind of superficial. Beautiful person, and but as they get to know them, it's not that. It's someone that they can't trust. So there's a bit of a wariness. I think we've all got that kind of thing going on. Bit of a fear of like not knowing who to trust. Okay, so what about Divine Feminines? Divine Feminine energy right now. Tell us where Divine Feminine is at, please, for shells. First of all, Two of Cups. Looking for the love match, wanting that love match now, wanting an offer to come in. There's the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So wanting to collaborate with someone, build something with, plant those seeds with, for long-term future, Ace of Pentacles, and for abundance as well. Someone to grow with. Three of Pentacles is like someone to learn from, someone to just be in collaboration with. So really looking for a partner. This is like partnership you can do big things with. So Divine Feminine is very focused on exactly the kind of relationship that she wants here. The Two of Cups, love offer. Three of Voices and the Nine of Emotions, because she's been heartbroken about not receiving her wishes, like getting into relationships where she's making the partner's wishes come true, but then they're not making her wishes come true, you know? The kind of partnerships we get into, and then we're there to support them. It's like support my husband or support the man, but the man doesn't support the woman in her dreams. It's that. So she's heartbroken. She's been heartbroken by that. She's not going to let that happen again. She's going to advocate for her wishes, and will only get together with someone that is interested in her wishes. So probably of the mindset, like if we're on a date and they don't ask me like what my biggest wishes are and what I'm here to do in the world and stuff like that, then they're not the person for me. Well, this Divine Masculine here is the kind of person that will ask you what you're doing in the world and what you're here for and that kind of stuff, because they're looking for the High Priestess, right? Interesting. It's almost like you'll know when you meet this person because you've already learned the lessons to look for someone that's offering something like that. There's home behind that too, someone that feels like home. Interesting. There's something about actual home as well, like who you let into your space too. Yeah, someone that is interested in what you want, Divine Feminine, and what you want to, what makes your heart happy, what your wishes are, what your relationship wishes are, but also your wishes in the world. You know, something like if you were on a date with someone and they ask you like, if you could do anything, what would you do? And then you tell them this big dream and they say, I would love to help you with that. That would be awesome. I'd love to help that make that come true. That would be when you know you're with this person, right? Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. A partner to collaborate with, to build things with, that wants to build something big, like the Ace of Pentacles, long lasting. Eight of Voices. Eight of Voices is like feeling like you can't get that, though, that you're not being able to find that, a true match of someone that wants to build something. This person wants that. So there's a bit of disbelief here in the Divine Feminine. With this Eight of Voices and the Three of Voices, there's still like a negative focus of like, I can't have that. I know what I want, but I can't have it. So yeah, it feels like Divine Feminine knows what she wants, but they're still thinking that she can't have it. That's no good. You need to believe that you can have it. You can. This person exists. Can't read their energy if they don't exist. There's psychic development behind that. There's a need to tune in, to go within, to feel the rightness of this and to feel like the truth of it, and to stop thinking that you can't have it. The Eight of Voices, like I'm trapped. Like where I am right now is it's not available to me. The energy that I'm in right now, the location that I'm in right now, whatever your story is, whatever that excuse is of why you can't have it, that is what is trapping you. Psychic development, tune into that and stop telling yourself that story. You're free. You're free to meet this person. Tell us more. Where's Divine Feminine at the moment? I will be getting deeper into your lessons and stuff. Your way to each other in that deeper dive read there. So Divine Feminine, wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So you know you're on the right path, Divine Feminine, and you've got a bit of patience here. It's feeling good. This path is feeling good. Even though you might not believe it at the moment, you do know that you're on the path to it. So you've had some kind of confirmation that you are on the path to, you're on the right path to what you're looking for. sure there's some doubt within you. There's a need for you to fully believe that you can have it, but got patience with that. And step up and lead. Interesting. Divine Feminine, you're thinking that you need to kind of take the lead in all of this. You don't. You don't. You just need to believe it and then receive it. That old chestnut. Believe it and receive it. Tell us more. Okay. There's control and friendship. Divine Feminine, there's a need to address something that you've got going on in your energy here. Attracted to, not sexually, but perhaps that too, but friendships, controlling people, around controlling people, friends with controlling people. There's something to look at there of why you're around controlling people like that. Is that a family thing? Do you keep on choosing like people to be around, friends to be around? They've got that controlling aspect to them. You need to figure that out, because you might be going for men that are controlling as well, and that's not this person. Freedom and heartbreak. So you're setting yourself free from the heartbreak that you've been through, those old stories. So we go through heartbreak, right? And then we make up a story about it to try and protect ourselves. So we will like affirm something to ourselves, like they're all cheaters or something like that. And we think that that's protecting us from the cheaters, because we'll be able to spot the cheaters. And if we're thinking that they're all cheaters, then we'll be wise to it and all of that. But no, it just has us only open to the cheater kind of an energy. So there's a need to free yourself from those stories that you've told yourself to try and protect yourself. But those very stories have you locked in the very thing that you don't want. Could have something to do with control as well. They're all controlling, that kind of thing. Falling in love and pain. There's a link there in the Divine Feminine of it being pain. You fall in love and falling, you know, falling in love, like I've lost my mind kind of thing. It's happening to me. I've not decided, and it's in pain. A fear of falling in love. Never enough an orgasm. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? So there's been sexual issues here, mismatches of libido, and those that can't perform and make it happen for you. You don't want that, right? Delight instead. So focusing on what would delight you in a relationship instead of all the problems. So there's a need for Divine Feminine here to stop with the stories of the stuff that you don't want. Yes, we know you've been through that heartbreak and it's not been good enough for you and it's never been enough. Don't focus on that stuff anymore. Focus on what you really want. There are those out there. And there's this one that there will be enough and they will know how to get you off as well, right? So get focused on that. So if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. So I'm going to go into the stuff that they're going through, Divine Masculine's going through, and the stuff that Divine Feminine's going through at the moment, like inner stuff to move you forward. And you guys together, dynamics between you in this relationship, things that you need to know about. How this might play out, possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. I don't know why I'm leaning like that. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell. It gives that on a device that you can open PDFs with. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on another device and it will. Sorry, I've got like so many emails and things popping up. It's distracting me. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. As we'll get in that deeper dive too, that'll get you an entry into the second prize draw too. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.